Hello, I'm Dr. Swati Naik and you're watching us live on MQR AICUG TV from Bhubaneswar. With me is Professor Dr. Narendra Malhotra. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
My pleasure.
Sir is a past president of FOGSI and national coordinator for FOGSI for the current year 2018 and 19. He is a managing director of Global Rainbow Health in Agra. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. It's really a high privilege for us to have you in our studio at MQR AICUG TV show. So, sir, I think Madam becoming the president for FOGSI, I mean, you have a lot to do along with her in this year. One of the very important area is women's health is her unspoken problems. There are a lot of things that women don't come out with when they are visiting physicians or their husbands or somebody who is accompanying is trying to tell about her problem, but she is not talking about her own problem. So what you have to say in this segment?
See, when we thought that we'll do something different in the kind of workshops which we organize, and it has to fit in the theme of FOGSI. So the theme of FOGSI this year, as Dr. Jaideep will tell you, is HER with QED. HER stands for Health, Empowerment and Respect. So health, empowerment and respect for women with quality, ethics and dignity by the doctors. So this is the theme. And under this theme, then when we were talking and doing workshops, we came to certain problems which women never tell. Those are her unspoken problems. Because of the Indian social structure, they feel that this is to be silently borne by them. They have to silently bear the leaking of urine which they have. They apply pads and just don't go to the conferences. When they cough, they are very scared. They don't laugh very loudly because they're very scared. The urine will leak out. Plus the sexual problems in menopause after 50 years are never spoken. It is a need, it is a human need, and men are sexually active till later age group, but women at that age have problems, but they never speak out on it and they silently suffer on that. Then women who have difficult vaginal deliveries have the perineum very weakened, and especially if they are instrumental deliveries like forceps or ventouse. And if the episiotomies are not stitched properly, so they have painful sexual problems there. Then there is another problem of constant itching of on the vulva and the vagina, which does not go by any medical treatment. So it's just constantly, and diseases like lichen all, which have no treatment as of now. So those are the diseases which can now be treated by certain newer modalities which we have. So that has to be spoken about. Then there is prolapse in women. Prolapse means they feel very heavy in their pelvis, and sometimes the uterus and the bladder and the rectum come out of the vagina. So that also they keep on bearing. You're surprised that women, कब से problem था? 60 साल से था. But since 20 years, and she's coming to me at 75. Now I cannot operate because she's high risk, she's diabetic, she's all that. So that is another major problem which women have to tackle, and we have devices now which probably will be preventing these diseases. So we'll be talking about prevention rather than cure. The operations are very complex, and so we have to speak about this. So these are some of the women's unspoken problems which they all suffer, and it leads to severe mental agony, leads to psychological disturbance, leads to familial disturbance because they're disturbed, husbands are disturbed, the family gets disturbed, they get short-tempered, and the whole household gets disturbed. So that and when the household gets disturbed, you know what will happen.
Absolutely.
So these women need to come out. If they don't come out, we have to go and tell them. Even the doctors are very insensitive to this. अरे ये तो होता ही है, मेनोपॉज है, ये तो होता ही है, ईस्ट्रोजन खत्म हो गया, ये तो होता ही है. You have to do it. So even the doctors need to be educated that women have some problems which can be tackled medically, surgically, and non-invasively. So that is why in under this scheme we will be doing a CME every month all over India to sensitize the doctors and a public forum to sensitize the public.
Very happy to know about this unique theme, sir, HER from FOGSI. I think there is a similar theme from the government of India, that is women's health is a nation's health. I think there is going to be a very good link of the FOGSI theme and the government's theme for the betterment of the women's health care in our country.
So that's another thing. Now the government has lovely themes, lovely schemes, lovely themes. Any IS officers will come, drafts a beautiful theme, but he rolls out only to the 8,000 government doctors. We are 35,000 gynecologists in FOGSI. We never come to know about government schemes and government's themes. So before coming to this conference, Dr. Jaideep and her Vice President Dr. Pratima and myself as National Coordinator, we met the Health Minister. just 4 days before the start of this Congress. And we told him, this is the agenda. So he was surprised. He says, we are all, you don't know that we are doing. I said, we don't know, you never told us. So then he asked the secretary, sir, हम लोग medical college में भेजते हैं. So medical college takes care of only 20% of health of women. 80% deliveries and healthcare is being provided by private sector.
Absolutely.
That's what we told him. So he said, very good idea, we'll link all of them together. So Healthy Women, Healthy India scheme is going to be linked to her. The FOGSI app and the software which we have made specially, which is being given out here free to all the delegates, that is going to be linked to Digital India, Pradhan Mantri Yojana. The 9th of every month, which FOGSI is running since a long time, since 2004. AICOG in Agra, Sushma Swaraj launched a scheme called Vande Mataram. Every 9th, every FOGSI member will see pregnant patient free of cost. Some of us are still doing it. Then the current Prime Minister has come out with the Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matrata Abhiyan. So that Abhiyan is not, used to be, again it was only at the government center. So they want the private person to go to the government sector and see there. They already have doctors there. So we told the health minister, let 9th be open and we will do it at our centers free of cost. So it is going to be linked. It's very great that 35,000 members pledged to launch this and promise the health minister this.
Fantastic, sir. I think we have a lot to experience in the year 2018 and 2019, being Dr. Jaideep Malhotra being president and you helping her and joining her throughout the year for all those activities. And I would also like to thank you for bringing in Brahmakumari Shivani ji, and I also attended that lecture. It was a beautiful lecture. It was really an eye opener, and you know, it really gave a very good message that no anger zone. Would you like to talk about that, sir?
See, we ran into Brahmakumari Shivani Didi accidentally in a conference being held at Max Hospital, Delhi. She was there to launch a program called Virtue Babies by Dr. Nikita Sopti. And we were very busy that day, but I just felt that I want to see this lady because I see her on TV. So both of us went there. We were asked to come up the stage and say what are our ideas. So Jaideep expressed all her ideas about her. I expressed my idea during my presidential time. I had propagated folic acid tablet as engagement pill. So every time a girl gets engaged, she used to start folic acid from that time. So it's preventive for a lot of other problems, not only neural tube defects. For a general health of women, folic acid is very important. So she very lovely picked up that idea and she said, on 1st, 2nd and 3rd September, doctor, you are booked with us in Mount Abu in a conference which the Brahmakumaris do for doctors, which is known as Mind, Body and Medicine. I said, madam, there is an RCOG conference, there is an international conference, I am organizer here. She says, you are already booked. So something about her radiated so much that we cancelled all our academic activities of FOGSI and went there. Now there were 1,500 doctors and I was shocked to see top neurosurgeons, top orthopedic surgeons, top gynecologists of India who were there for 3 days. The accommodation is free, the food is free, from 4 o'clock in the morning for meditation to 8 o'clock in the evening, 7 o'clock in the evening when dinner time and sleep. We were kept busy listening to how we should care for our mind, for our body and for the patient's health. And a lot of spiritual things got it. It is not a religious congregation. So people who link this to religion, no. There were Muslims attending it, there were Christians attending it, and of course a lot. So it's not religion, it's a spiritualism so it brings out your values, your karma, and the belief. First time I understood what karma is and how I behave today is probably going to change my destiny a little bit, but it's going to change the destiny of my soul for the future generation. When I'm not there, that soul rebirth, and that soul is going to be born with what bad things I'm going to do today.
Absolutely.
So that changed my whole thing. I used to be a very angry young man, always snapping at each other, want everything perfect, my staff should be perfect, they used to get a lot of yelling. But since September, I have not yelled at anyone. Because no anger zone, she said, anger spoils you, brings your energy down, and the people who are working with it brings their energy. Because of that, nurse is coming to assist you in a very complicated operation, and when she starts from home, she says, आज डॉक्टर का मूड कैसा होगा, आज गुस्सा होएगा. So if she's coming with fear, her efficiency is 50%.
Yeah.
So when she hands me the instrument, she's likely to hand a wrong instrument. and she is likely to get fumbled during operation, which might be critical to the life of that patient. So, in critical periods where you get the maximum challenged and irritated, anger should never be there. Yes, if your staff is making mistake, they have to be strictly put in line on the protocols, which is to be done after that operation. But during that time, during a working time, if you generate that white halo and good vibes, and you always give and not accept to take, that is what changes your whole life. So she changed my life, and every week I am going to Gurgaon to attend her Murli. They call it Murli, that is sermons which she talks to 50-60 people in her own house, and then we listen to this and we try to change our life. So we thought, especially Jaideep, she is very much influenced by this, that we should bring first is no anger. Ours is the only hospital in India which carries a big board as people enter, and in front of every consultant, that this is a no anger zone hospital. So we thought we'd have to bring this to FOGSI. And yesterday you saw in the FOGSI managing committee, with everyone, they were disciplined to sit, and everywhere it was written, FOGSI managing committee is no anger zone. FOGSI managing committee used to be very violent. People who are not happy used to start yelling from the audience, the president used to yell back and things like. But yesterday's FOGSI managing committee is the smoothest ever which was run by any president. So I congratulate Jaideep for bringing this into FOGSI. We'll take it to each and every FOGSIan, because we are doing a president secretary's training program on 17 and 18 in the Brahmakumari ashram in Manesar. They'll be trained how to handle pregnant patient and the no anger zone. So this is our small effort towards changing our lifestyle and improving your karmas and writing your own destiny and how you want your world to be tomorrow.
Thank you very much, sir, and congratulations on that very important no anger zone slogan for the year to follow. And I think that will definitely give us a very good success on our theme project, that is HER. Thank you so much for joining us on MQR AICUG TV.